Wow. This is my first match reaction since Wolves. I do I explain first or do I go through that game that we just had against Aston Villa? Um, let me talk about the game because that game I need to get a lot of adrenaline off my chest. Going into that game, I was worried because you hear about Declan Rice being out, but then you are boosted by Gabriel Magalhaes coming back, by what's his name, Kai Havertz coming back as well. No Calafiori, no Rice, just two players of our best team, and I'm like, what needs like. Can we win this game? I was battling within myself. I couldn't even stay in one place. I had to go out, had to calm myself down, had to eat. Honestly, this match I decided to see how much Arsenal really stresses me. I got a pulse oximeter. I put it on my hand and I was looking at my heart rate. Bro, this thing was shouting at me to calm the fuck down. Because watching that match, the first half, I was absolutely sent. Like I couldn't hold myself to watch that game because they're running through our midfield, seeing we're playing well. We're playing well. Two chances by Gyökeres. I think they will have chances. I think you see those type of things. Let me talk about Gyökeres now. I feel one thing about me, I'll back Gyökeres because the manager has to be doing something wrong. Because I watched Gyökeres since when we played Sporting, I think in the Champions League a few years ago. I saw this guy was a very good striker. He gave Gabriel and Saliba a lot of problems. So much so that when Gyökeres scored, did the celebration, that's when Gabriel had to do that Bane celebration that he copied. Because that you know how much you have to frustrate Gabriel for him to bust out a type of celebration to mock you. So he has been doing something right. And I watched it, 97 goals in 102 games. He is a deadly finisher. Let's not sugarcoat this. So trust me, by logic, he is doing everything wrong. And I've noticed it. The way Arteta wants Arsenal to play is not conducive for him. But look, I have another key factor. This team has not been stable enough. And he was destabilized by his injury. Now, I always clamor for stability in a team. Let me talk about the game. I'll get back to that. But that's my view on Gyökeres. Logic says that he is a very good player. So Arteta has to be getting something fundamentally wrong. But that aside, though, very good game, man. The rest of the first half was very, very, the rest of the first half was just very, very odd. I don't know. I don't even know what else to say. But we come out of that second half, and I don't even know. Set piece again. Gabriel is back. Set piece. We just took our moments. We did what Chelsea didn't do last week. Take our moments to Villa, because Villa. I've watched Villa's games. They're not a very good team. They won't really break you down. They don't really break teams down. But every match they play, they will have their moments. And what they are very good at is being very clinical. I think that's the two things that I've said to myself about teams in Premier League and what Arsenal need to improve upon. And you see how good we were in front of goal today. Very clinical. Could have been more. Could have been 6. It could have been 6. It could have been 5. You get what I mean. Very, 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 very clinical. Gabriel Jesus coming up. Trossard scoring. Odegaard giving me 2022-23 performances again. Saka was a bit lackluster, but we let him go, man. He's a star boy. Timber was good. The whole team was good. Zubimendi, that guy, I feel that guy is probably one of the best DMs in the world, if not the best. I'm thinking he's firmly in the conversation because this guy, I don't think will be where we are in this season. If I look at our performances, he's been outstanding for Arsenal Football Club since he joined. He was trusted into the team. Nobody to even ease him in. He became the starter, and he's so good. If he's in front of the goals, I saw some kind of final third passes that he played into Saka. It was so beneficial to the way Arsenal Football Club plays. Mikel Merino was like in that first half, man. If I'm going to be honest, I wanted him gone. And he almost got a red card as well. I was like, nah, allow it, man. I personally I thought you should have started Eze, but at the end of the day, that's also a gamble because you won't really get the defensive impetus from Eze that you get from Merino or the aerial, but all's well that ends well, I guess. Trossard again, goal, assist. That guy is having a hell of. I think he's going to be Arsenal's player of the season this year because he's having a hell of a season. Gyökeres, as I said, I have my reservations, and I will always back him. I'll back him as a player, and I'll back him as a person because I know what he did to get to this football club, and there has to be a reason. You can't simply blame him. He can't be a bad. He's not a bad player. I've seen worse strikers. Please, I can't even lie to you. I've seen against Leeds. I saw what he played against Leeds. I saw what you know what I mean. Early in the, like for someone that not even have a preseason. Let's be real. Gabriel Magalhaes was good. Nkapie, probably one of his best games in a Arsenal shirt, but he stumbled. I guess that can happen, Sha. That's the reason why centre backs are centre backs. Saliba was good. Gabriel was good. Norgard came on, was good. Ben White came on, was good. Madueke, all of them came on, they were good. Gabriel is just getting the goal as well. But yeah, as I was saying, it's good for all of these players to be coming back. It's good for a squad to have stability because as much as we like to say squad depth, the squad too know the team, the players are human beings. I think we always forget, and it's not only Arsenal. I think a lot of other football clubs too. We forget that the players are actually human beings too. They always look at what's going on around them. If them too they hear that the Claret is not starting, there will be a bit of deflation. But that's where they come in to be professionals, to know that okay, we can still do this, we can still do that as footballers, we can still do this, we can still do that. You get what I mean? But it's very important now. You see the amount of trust that we have in the fact that Saliba and Gabriel are back now, that Zubimendi can try to go forward more. Odia doesn't have to come and play that deep line playmaker role, even though he does this most of the times. But his build up is really, really nice now. He has that turn of pace that he used to have, those smart movements, those tricky feet. That's the only guy that I know. And I'm sure when Rice comes, he will also be comfortable with the fact that Gabriel and Saliba are back, and they will be able to capitalize on it. And that's why I always clamor. There are two things that has been on my mind this season: is luck and is also stability of a team. You have to be stable as a team. I don't think City, if they lose Erling Haaland now, I don't think they will be as prolific. You get they might score goals, but would they be as prolific? You get what I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. That's my main thoughts, and it's so good to have a squad that it will deflate you, but you scrape wins, you grind wins, so that when the dark days come, so that when everybody comes back, you can now have a full squad that you'll be sure that you win, and then all of a sudden you have the buffer. Stability is a very good thing. It's a very good thing because you build this trust in your team. And I always say, if I'm a manager, all this starter and finishers bullshit that Arteta is all about, if you're in my 11, like I was telling myself that if you're in my 11, I was just thinking, if you're in my starting 11, I'll let you know that, bro, you're in my starting 11 because you need to know each other. You need to know how you're. But if you're in training, you're impressing me, and some guy in my team that's in my 11 is not doing what I want him to do, and you're the exact same profile of player, I'm going to tell you that, bro, come on, I don't rate you like that. Like, you get what I mean? Like, leave my 11. Why are you not playing? And I see this guy playing in training, and he's matching your profile, and he's doing exactly better than you. I'm throwing him in. That's what I'll do. So don't destabilize the team. I knew that we're going to consider one goal because we made a lot of changes, and it's not really, you get what I mean, it's not really good to make changes, but we have to make those sacrifices. Raya is one of the best keepers in the world, if not the best. I think no, Raya is the best keeper in the world. I'm very, very sure that Raya is the best keeper in the world right now. David Raya is the best keeper in the world. You can argue your keyboard. I think the only keeper that comes close to Raya this season is Juan Garcia of Barca. Apart from that, I don't even think any keeper has reached Raya's level this season. The amount of this guy jumps like a cat. From close range, he can save a goal, bro. Like, he's such a good keeper, and it's such a blessing to have him. I think is what we wanted in Ramsdale everywhere, but Ramsdale was just always that injury prone, and in a game of 5 matches, you don't really want that risk, do you? But yeah, I was also talking about luck. That's the other thing that you need when you're going in a race with 5 matches like this. A lot of luck. You need luck. That's the thing. and you also have to ride your luck. You have to feed your luck. You have to not don't just be idle. Like we saw it against Wolves. We also we also saw it against Crystal Palace. Some things just have to go your way. Sometimes you won't just have you can work so hard, but at the end of the day, you just need that extra, like, you get what I mean. Man City had it, you get, and it was on their side, because you see 23-24 now. We went on an incredible run at the end of the season. We took it to final days with treble winners. Do you know how much luck that you have to have, how much bad luck that you have to have, that you won't get the win on the final day, reaching 90 Premier League points? 90. Any other season a team wins with 90. Liverpool last season they won with 84 or 85. So imagine luck was on our side. But now that luck is on your side, you have to know how to capitalize. You have to know how to use it to your advantage. If not, it's just for nothing. And we saw it with Liverpool this season. They were using their luck, but they just couldn't continue capitalizing. And all of a sudden, they run out and they ended up losing for a while. And that's football. That's the Premier League for you, you know. But very good statement win. I love this type of wins because it gives the team confidence. Going into Bournemouth now, you have that confidence. You know, those type of games that you're just going and you just get a roll. But on your 5-game unbeaten record now, unbeaten streak. If that United fan was an Arsenal fan, he would have cut his head. You know. But yeah, that's just how football is. That's how the Premier League is. Aston Villa, I hate Aston Villa personally, because every single time we've been in the title race, they have either been one contributing to ending it or ending it themselves. I remember 22-23, they ended it. So yeah, that was very, very good revenge. I'm very happy. Why have I not posted for a while? If you want to know, I think I'll see it at the end of the video. I've been really busy. I'm entering uni. So I've been doing a lot of processes, and then again lectures, very, very swift things going into the season as well. Christmas, New Year, trying to like couple everything together, family things. Like it's so, you know, you understand the struggle. But by the new year, I'm going to be more consistent. You know, I've just been trying to wait till the end of the year to try to gather all my schedule for 2026. And yes, this is going to be a good year, I hope. And I hope I'm going to be at that title parade in May. Whether it's Champions League, whether it's Premier League, I'm gonna be there. But yeah, I love the Arsenal, man. Made my nights, made my year. That's the description of my year. I think this win ranks immediately after the 2 Real Madrid wins. I think those 2 wins were the top wins of my watching Arsenal in my life. But this year generally is the first leg of Real Madrid, second leg of Real Madrid, and then this Aston Villa game. Statement win. And yeah, I'll probably do a video if I can before the end of the year, but I'm going to rank all my Arsenal wins, all my favorite Arsenal wins this year or 2025, and we hope we can go stronger next year and probably win the league. Who knows? But yeah, come on, Gunners. I'm here giving my filler video like I like to do normally. I missed the points that I wanted to really say, which is what I've always been saying since the beginning of the season. Making the Emirates a fortress, making the carpet a fortress, making teams afraid to come and meet us there, just like City has done with Etihad and the way Liverpool had done with Anfield in previous years. If you want to win the league, you have to not be losing there. Make sure they go there with the fear of God and the fear of Arsenal. You get what I mean? And we've been doing it so well. We've played 10 home games this season and we've drawn 1 this season in all competitions. I think we've only dropped points once. I don't think we've dropped any other points in the Emirates. But yeah, we have 9 games left in the Emirates and we need to make it a fortress. That's just it. And those games are going to be very, very tough games. The likes of Chelsea, the likes of Liverpool, the likes of Manchester United. But yeah, I'm confident that we can do it. And yeah, come on, Gunners again.